Okay, this is Doc from Seventh Trumpet, the man whose nickname has no origin. And I wanted to talk a little bit today about Beirut, the first song on our widely acclaimed debut album, Cataclysm by Seventh Trumpet. If you haven't heard it, it's a must hear. Probably one of the top 10,000 prog rock albums of all time. Alright, so now I want to talk a little bit about the lyrics. The first words there, have you seen my urban battleground? It's the latest in downtown design. So, if you're familiar with the war, well, in some sense it's still going on, but the violence in Lebanon, Beirut, in the early '80s, it was first time I had ever seen just everyday citizens getting killed and bombed by people, and we never really knew who was on which side. And so Richie wrote these lyrics, and have you seen my that latest in downtown design? So it's just so sarcastic that your downtown is defined by this war. And then you've got this reference to a shattered window landscape. And then the rest of it talks about a child falling asleep, which really tugs at my heartstrings. And what I thought was brilliant about the shattered window landscape, he's already talked about downtown design. You hear about, when you hear the word landscape, you think of landscape architecture. I mean, you hear architecture, you think of someone designing something. So he's really kind of putting those words, he sets you up for, with the word downtown design, to think of something illustrious, and then he levels the boom later on, talking about the shattered window landscape. That's how illustrious it is. It's, again, sarcasm to the extreme, trying to drive home the point of how ridiculous this violence is. And then you've got this line coming up later on, which talks about being inside walls without furniture and not mortgaging the future. Wait behind walls without furniture. Pay no rent, don't mortgage the future. When you think of mortgage, you think of something wonderful. You've got this house with a mortgage, and although you have to pay for it, it's going to provide something wonderful in the future. But in this case, they don't have a future, or at least they probably don't see that there's going to be one. So again, he's famous for just turning things on their head, things that we think are precious, and now they're gone. And then finally, I need to talk about the last line of the song. So as it comes to the end, you hear this. We will find that no one's left, facing extinction from the face of the earth. What's interesting about that is those were his original lyrics, and I had changed it to facing extinction will do our best, because it seemed to rhyme a little bit with the word left that came previously. And he talked to me as we were recording this, and he says, "Did you change my words?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Why?" And I said, "Because it rhymed." And he said, "Well, it's a near rhyme, first of all, left and best. And secondly, you kind of took away something I was trying to accomplish." So, facing extinction from the face of the earth, you have the word facing used as a verb, and you're looking at this extinction, and then you have face used as a noun, from the face of the earth, which is your destiny is to be gone from the face of the earth. So he's taken those two words, facing and face, which obviously have the same root, and just using them in totally different ways to conjure up this conflict. So I just wanted to talk about the genius of Richie Combs' lyrics. So see you next time on the Seventh Trumpet channel.